Before we begin, don't forget to hit subscribe to Time for Horrors, because what you're about to hear might make you think twice before stepping into room 309. The Black Orchid Hotel stood on the edge of a small seaside town. The wind from the sea carried the scent of salt and rust, rattling the old windows as if begging to be let inside. Once upon a time, the hotel was a symbol of luxury. Black marble floors, crystal chandeliers, and staircases that spiraled like snakes. But as the years passed, its glory faded, the furniture dulled, the walls bloomed with dampness, and from the basement came a faint smell of old wood and forgotten memories. Only a few rooms were still rented out among them. Room 309 at the receptionist was an old man with a waxen face and pale hands. He never offered that room unless the hotel was full and there was no other choice. And even then, he would always add quietly, "Only if you insist." One rainy evening, when fog blanketed the streets like a ghost, a writer named Nicholas arrived. He was tired, worn from travel, and seeking solitude to finish his novel. A story about a man losing his sanity in an abandoned hotel. Irony, isn't it? "Only one room left," said the old man, handing him a key with a faded number. "Which one?" Nicholas asked. 309. Nicholas smiled, thinking the number might bring him luck. He didn't know that in this hotel, the word vacant didn't mean what we think it does. The hallway to room 309 was long and silent. The floorboards creaked, the lights flickered, and the old portraits on the walls seemed to follow him with cloudy eyes. When he placed the key in the lock, it squeaked, and the door slowly opened on its own, as if inviting him inside. Inside, it looked ordinary. A bed with a wooden frame, faded curtains, a small lamp. Only one thing stood out. A large mirror on the wall, covered with a black cloth. That first night, Nicholas heard a sound. A faint clatter, then footsteps stopping right outside. His door. He glanced at his watch. 3:09 am. His heart pounded as he noticed the door was slightly ajar, with a thin line of light seeping through. It flickered, like breathing. "Is someone there?" he whispered. No answer. Only silence, the kind that makes your own heartbeat sound too loud. Then, a voice. A woman's voice, distant, desperate, whispering as if from under the floor. "Don't uncover it. Please, don't uncover it." His eyes drifted to the mirror. The cloth moved slightly, as if a breeze passed through, but the windows were closed. The next morning, Nicholas asked the old man why the mirror was covered. The man stared at him blankly and simply said, "Just don't touch it, sir. Some things don't like being looked at." That night, Nicholas couldn't sleep. Curiosity gnawed at him. At exactly 3:09. He stood up and pulled the cloth away. Underneath was an old, blackened mirror with a cracked frame and cloudy glass. He stared at his reflection and saw something move. A shadow? His imagination? Until he saw it clearly. A woman standing behind him, her hair wet, her face pale, her eyes hollowed. He spun around. The room was empty. He turned back to the mirror. She was closer now. The nights that followed were pure nightmare. The mirror pulsed like a beating heart. The walls seemed to breathe. The clock always stopped at 3:09. Nicholas tried to leave, but the door wouldn't open. Then came the whisper again. "You shouldn't have uncovered it. Now you're one of us." The mirror began to tremble, faces pressed against the inside of the glass. Hands, lips, silent screams. He tried to back away, but the surface pulled at him like water. He touched it, and it swallowed him whole. The next morning, when the old man opened the door, the room was empty. Only the uncovered mirror remained, and in it, a face that wasn't his own. Smiled. A week later, a young couple arrived, Anna and Peter. The old receptionist greeted them calmly. Only one room available. 3:09. When Anna entered, the mirror was covered again. But if you listened closely, you could hear a faint whisper from beneath the cloth. "Don't uncover it. Please, don't uncover it." That night, Anna couldn't sleep. She heard soft footsteps from the hallway, Peter was sound asleep. When she reached the door, it opened by itself. She glimpsed a shadow vanish around the corner. Her heart raced. E309. The footsteps returned. This time, Peter heard them too. "Do you hear that?" she whispered. "Yeah. Let's just ignore it. Probably the wind." Then came a voice, right from the other side of the door. "Help me. Please, help me." Peter opened it. No one there. The next morning, Anna asked the old man about it. He only smiled weakly. "This place has its stories, miss, but stories can't hurt you." That night, when Peter slept, Anna pulled off the black cloth. Her reflection looked back, but with empty eyes and no expression. Then she felt it. Someone behind her. She turned and saw the woman, pale, wet, eyes full of sorrow. "Help me, free me," the ghost whispered. The air thickened. The mirror began to hum. Peter woke up to see Anna struggling, but when he reached out, his hand passed right through her. To be why morning. The room was empty again, and in the mirror, two faces, not their own. Months passed. A man named Ivan rented the same room, then a couple, Maria and George, then an architect, Alexander, who bought the hotel, hoping to restore it. They all made the same mistake. They all pulled the black cloth. And each time the clock struck 3:09, the mirror opened once more. If the story made your skin crawl, subscribe to Time for Horrors, because the next story might happen in the very hotel where you decide to stay. Or maybe in your room there's already a mirror covered with a black cloth.